So welcome to today's 12 days of conversation with myself, your host, Gail Scott from Bosie International. And today I am delighted to introduce to you a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Jean Price, and she is known as the Diva Coach. And Jean and I are going to have a very playful conversation about how to live purposefully and passionately and playfully. And I know that you're going to be inspired and educated and motivated at the end of this conversation, because Jean is just such a bright light in the world. She really is an earth angel, and she's been bringing her beautiful light to many, many people that I know who are truly grateful for all of the things that she knows and shares about living in the light. And that is the work that I do here with Bosie International, where we are bringing you messages of hope and inspiration. And so part of this 12 days of conversation series is all about helping you to evolve in a way that is spiritually driven and purpose-filled, and also beginning to understand the idea of what sacred economics is, which is a concept introduced by Charles Eisenstein with his book of the same name, Sacred Economics. And that is something that I've been playing with now for about 6 months now. So very excited. Welcome, Jean. Welcome to this particular video. And I wonder if you could just share with our audience, what had you say yes to being on the show today?
I just believe, well, first off, thank you for having me. And we need more light in the world. And we've been, if people are experiencing what I've been experiencing the last 20 months, it's been a big growth. It's been a time to reflect. And I got a message that needs to be out and be heard. And I love you so much. And I just wanted to be number one. I'm so honored. Thank you.
Well, it's truly a joy. Now, for those of you who don't know, Jean is not in the Toronto area. She's out by Lake Huron, but that doesn't stop us from connecting every month through Zoom. And we also see each other in person, because one of my other guests who's coming on, Kathleen McKay, lives very close to where Jean is down there. So I'm very excited because I get to see Jean every time I go to visit Kathleen. And here we are now doing this beautiful expression of love out to the community, out to the universe. And so, Jean, tell us a little bit about what really has you stay grounded. You mentioned that, the last 20 months have been quite strenuous and stressful. So what's really kept you grounded over the last 20 months?
Being out in nature is one of the biggies. I live in the country, and what the word now is called earthing. And so I go barefoot out in my backyard and just take in all that glory. And it's just been grounding, as you said. I also feel the gratitude of where I live and all the things that I still do have. And it is one of my most important thoughts every day is to live in peace and comfort and love. And I've gotten more into my gut and into my heart to what do I feel? Like, does this feel like something I want to do, rather than the old, will this make me money? And to me, I am more at peace. I am more relaxed. I'm more pulled together. And if we can get that message out, the more people that we can get living in the light and living in this fabulous and out of the fear, the better. So that's one of my greatest challenges right now, is to not be pushy, but at least let people know that there is a light, and to join that instead of join the fear.
Mm-hmm. And that really is a very strong energy out there in our world now, which, I was asking yesterday, where were you in December 2019? And I think that at that time, we weren't really aware of all of these. Well, for some of us, we were, but I would say, the vast member of the population really wasn't aware of the different energies that have been very much bombarding our planet since 2012, since December 21st, 2012. And so, I really appreciate you saying that, because there is a different way to be in the world. And I love that you said it's not about doing and making money per se. Of course, money is still a huge barter in our society, and it is how we exist right now. But that's beginning to shift with the energy. We'll speak about that a little bit later with the sacred economics piece. So you mentioned this word earthing, yes, and I've used the word grounding as well myself. And for those of you who are not aware, there's a meditation that I run every Wednesday night, and last Wednesday night was on being grounded and using the earth and using crystals to really stay grounded. So you mentioned that you go outside and you walk on the ground barefoot. So do you do that all year? I'm curious, here in Ontario.
Well, I was out there 3 days ago. I'll tell you, it was pretty damn cold, but at least the snow is gone. And it really is powerful. It also, I find it's part of taking control of your mind and pulling up that energy rather than focusing on, oh, it's cold out here. Mm-hmm. And it only took a few seconds for me to, oh, this was wonderful, to feel Mother Nature. One of the other things that keeps me going is I'm a meditator, and every morning, but as many as possible, I go downstairs. I have my own little meditation room, and I spend at least an hour meditating. And I've been a great follower of Dr. Joe Dispenza. So he's working on developing our mind and living in the now rather than bringing in all the old past. And then, how do you see your future? Can you see it now? And so that has helped too. One of the things I've noticed over these 20 months is that I used to be a great networker, a great people person, and being restrained and not allowed to be out in a group, I had to really pull back and revamp and reassess what is important to me. And I know that I've gone deeper now, and it's more soul, it's more what's my heart feel rather than the ego or the head.
And that's a really great introduction for those people who are watching, who are saying the soul, what's the soul, and what's the ego, and understanding that, as you said, being in the heart and not being so controlled by our head and what's going on outside there. And you're right. I mentioned yesterday that, COVID's been a bit of a gift for us.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, to kind of bring us back to ourselves, because I think that way back in, the mid 2000s, 2016, 17, 18, 19, it was getting a little crazy in terms of people not really being focused on themselves and being very, very stressed out. And I'm not saying that people aren't stressed out right now, but I do really want to acknowledge that taking that meditation time for yourself. And so what does that do for you then, Jean? So you've got the earthing outside and then the meditating inside. What does the meditation give you?
The meditation gives me a calmness. It brings the peace. It helps my growth. And I also am a firm believer that I'm not just doing it for me. It's also, I'm putting that love vibe out into the universe rather than just, it's not just about me. It also helps me with my day-to-day life, and when I find that I have allowed something to stress me, rather being pull it back and be the observer rather than being right in it. And meditation helps me do that too. It's sort of my slap up the side of the head, you know, or just a tap saying, hey, you've lost the vibration, you've lost the light that you used to have, come back. And that's what it does. It centers me, it aligns me, it moves me higher. And that's how I want to that's not the word, exist. I want to be the light. I want to bring more peace into the world. And with meditation, that brings something bigger into me. I can't put it into words. It just is.
So you mentioned earlier that you were a big networker before, yes. And with COVID, that really kind of created some restrictions around that. So tell us a little bit more now about your business and about what you offer out to the community, in terms of what you do and how you can help people. Because people here who are coming here and don't know you, I know you to be this most amazing energetic image consultant. So tell us a little bit about, you know, what that's about and how that might serve someone.
Well, thank you. First off, I call myself the Diva Coach. And for me, a diva is an anagram for delicious, intelligent, vibrant, abundant women. And that's who I like to work with. And I have found, I've been doing this for 35 years. I've been in the fashion industry for 40 plus. And so it really, I know a lot about, I also have a sewing background, but it was when I knew there was more than just clothes. And I have discovered and worked on, it's your inner energy. And everybody has, in what I teach, they've got all four elements: fire, air, water, and earth in your body, but you have a dominant and you have a secondary. And so what I do is, working with my clients, is discover what their top energy type is and work with that. And so everything in the world has a vibration, including your clothes, your hairstyle, your makeup. And what I do when I'm working with my clients is, once we find out what your dominant is, I then can tell you or assist you to get your hairstyles and your makeup and your accessories all vibrating at the same level. So you're up here, everything is congruent with who you are. You're bringing that out, inside energy out. And it is like a big awakening. And when I took it for myself, it was called Becoming a Vibrant Woman. And I was searching for something, and it just ticked or clicked with me. And 6 months later, I was training to be a facilitator, and it's just snowballed since then. And working with you, mostly it's referrals. I am on social media as the Diva Coach on Instagram and on Facebook. And I used to market it through these networking events. So I've had to become very creative in the way. I had to learn how to work on Zoom, and I've had Zoom clients, so that doesn't limit me in just this area. I had worked mostly in the Toronto, Oakville area, and now in the London area. But now with Zoom, I can, I was speaking with a prospective client in England just recently. So I fought Zoom, I will admit that. But after about 5 months, I thought, oh, excuse my language, fuck, if I don't get on this bandwagon, I am going to be left behind. And so I'm now enjoying it. And it's something that I learn over time. And as you can see, I'm not a spring chicken. So I'm one of the crones that's learning this techie stuff. And I'm not unlike you, Gail, where they say, they talk so fast. And I go, whoa, I have to YouTube has been wonderful for me. So, but that being aside, I see women becoming more empowered, loving who they are better. Their income changes. It's like you are a magnet. When you've got it all together, you just pull it in. It's the law of attraction. And I tell my clients, you go from good to electrifying, and that's what it is. Have you ever walked into a room and you felt all the eyes on you? Or if you want to have that feeling, if you've been in a room and somebody walks in and you can feel their energy, that's what I'm teaching and sharing with my clients.
And I have to say, for anyone who's hesitant out there, I've gone through Jean's day, and I have to say, I thought I knew who I was, and I was struggling at the time because I was such a vibrant, extroverted individual, and then discovered that that really wasn't my true energetic nature. I was much more in the flow. And so I had already purchased some pieces that really spoke to me, and these were the ones I was wearing all the time. And then Jean was able to help me to understand why, when I went to my wardrobe and I looked at these other pieces, something didn't click. It just didn't feel comfortable. And I love the way that you've shared on Instagram the 4 different elements. And if you look at her Instagram page, you will see that she shows the 4 different styles. So you can see the latest one I know was the holidays and the dress. And, if women are looking for dresses, the one you did before was a little black dress. Not everybody can wear a little black dress. And so what other colors would work for you? What does the way that the fabric flows? And that's all energy, as you said, Jean. It makes a difference into not just how you feel, but how you actually express yourself in the world with other people. And whether or not your clothes are the statement or whether you are the statement. And I know that that's come up before with you, where in the past with me, people would say, oh, I love that pink jacket. If you notice on my branding, it's my pink jacket. But, beginning to understand that it's me that needs to be coming out. So for all of you watching, it's you that needs to come out with the energy that really is you. And that's kind of the tricks that Jean has energetically up her sleeve, that she can help you with finding that, so that it's one less thing that you have to make a decision on, or, be confused about, as we're already dealing with all of this other confusing stuff that's going out in the world. So when you think about, your spiritual journey, it sounds like you're already on the path. Can you tell us maybe one story that kind of got you there? So is there one, or, I'm sure there are many, but if you could just share with the audience maybe one pivotal point, conversation, experience you had that really had you be able to know that, yeah, I'm on this soul path. I'm living my purpose. This is not about just being a human being and being in the ego, as you mentioned before.
One of the things that pops into my mind is when I get a thank you or a gratitude from a client, and watching them, even yourself, watching them go from, okay, but this woman, she said, it's changed my whole life. I've realized why. And she wasn't unlike yourself. She was trying to be this bold person, and she really was that soft, gentle energy. And when she started being gentle with herself, she started attracting the different people. She started attracting the different businesses, and her business did explode. In fact, she's got 2 or 3 more on the go. And so it's not about me, it's about you. And it's not about the clothes, it's about that inner gratitude, that inner, oh my God, I can't believe. It is like an awakening. I know that when I first took the course and they said, okay, so I'm what they call an air with a secondary fire, and I'm very close. Well, I wanted to insist that I was the fire because I was out there and I was busy. And my teacher said, she looked at me and she said, have you looked at yourself? And I've always had funky glasses and put the color in my hair. And I love fashion. I love being a little off center. That's one of the things that you'll
I
know
love that
about me.
about you as well, because that's me too.
And that will either, excuse me, attract clients to me or force them away. And if it's not something that resonates with you, then thank God, because we don't have to be together. There's so many others out there. Right. But when my teacher, she said, but you're a 1, like you're a type 1 air, like you're so fun and you talk with your hand and you've got the round face. So it really was an awakening. And when I started, excuse me, dressing and pulling it all together as my air, I felt like somebody took 50-pound weights off my shoulders. And that was one of the reasons that I have become so emotional and so empowered by it, because I know how it changed my life.
Mm-hmm. Well, you certainly bring that energy to life every time I'm with you and when I'm looking at your stuff on social media. And it brightens my day that we're soul sisters and we're close friends. And, I've been able to meet you and have these experiences. And now, I'm so delighted to be able to share you with my community. And so for all of you who are listening and watching, so tell us, Jean, now what you have thought about with this sacred economics piece. I explained a bit about it in yesterday's video. And so Jean and I have had a conversation off camera about what she wants to bring to the table in terms of an offering. So tell us a little bit, because I don't know yet. Tell us a little bit about that. What is it that you're bringing?
Well, that was another thing I was meditating on this morning. I also read cards, so I've got like 5 or 6. Oh no, I've got 10 or 12.
Oh, I'm sure you got a lot like me. Yes.
And so the card today was go inside. And so I did go inside. And what struck me most is that I am offering a free 30-minute conversation call with me so we can chat. It can be about the clothing. It can be about cards. It can be, well, you name it. You've got me for 30 minutes. So right. Talk to the crone. And so
I love that. Talk to the crone. Okay, I'm going to call it that. Talk to the crone, 30 minutes. Now, as part of my commitment to this series, I have also made the decision that whatever my guests offer, I will match. So I will also offer the same thing, a talk to the crone, 30-minute consultation. Now, the way that you can claim this is the first person who texts me on my cell number can get this offer. So my cell number is 416-358-1457. That is also, I believe, on my website, on my Instagram. So if you want to write it down, 416-358-1457. And what I'd like to do is, in offering this, you can actually take this for yourself, or you can give it to another person, either of these offers. So this might be something that you want to gift to somebody, or maybe you want to gift it to yourself. So the first person that comes forward with that has the option with these 2 offers to take both offers and decide how you would like to play with these. And so what I'm hearing, Jean, is that your decision to make this a freely offer is that you're trusting that the universe is going to provide an energy exchange to you. Is that right?
Definitely. Yes.
So talk about that for a little minute. Have you had experience with that in your life already? Help our audience understand how that concept works. This is not just we're giving something for free here. Help the audience understand what this means.
it's a gratitude. I believe that I have been blessed, and so it's my giving back. I have been involved with bartering and I love it. And yes, we need some money for exchanging, but this is my way of saying thank you to you, saying thank you to the guests. And I know I have a lot of knowledge. So, and it may not be about clothing, it may be, but whatever you want, I'm here for you. So,
and I really want to share, when you think about crone energy, what tell our audience, what you understand by that, so that they can get a really good feel for what it is that you're bringing to the table when you say crone wisdom, crone energy. I know what you mean, but you tell our audience what you mean by that, so they get a better picture.
Well, I have 70 plus years of living knowledge, and I've had ups, I've had downs. I have a thirst for knowledge. So for 70 plus years, I've been searching and listening, and I've had a myriad of coaches. And so I want to share that with you. It's just part of my giving back.
Beautiful, beautiful, wonderful. Now, we just got a couple minutes left. So let me allow you to give you a little marketing plug. Tell the audience how they can get in touch with you if they're interested in actually seeing and learning and maybe working with you. Where do they go for that? Where are you?
Great, thank you. So it's the Diva, Diva Coach. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I have a Pinterest site where I post all the different colors and fabrics and clothes for each of the energy types. And my easiest is on Facebook, either the Diva Coach or Jean L. Price, and private message me. I would love to have these conversations with whomever is drawn to work with me.
Wonderful. Now give our audience one more tidbit, one more kind of tool or trick that you have up your sleeve that helps you stay in this beautiful, playful, passionate, purpose-filled place in terms of, getting through your day. You've mentioned too the earthing and the meditation. Give us one more thing that people could do easily, maybe sometime today or later today. What's one more thing that you do?
Laughter.
Yeah, baby.
Find the joy in the laughter. I know these are trying times, and we're really being stretched to the nth degree, but my God, there's got to be something funny out there that
Right.
that is going to bring that smile and share that. People have enough of this down. Get up there, do it for yourself, and then it just wafts its way out.
Yes. And I know that, the relationship that we have is so wonderful because we do reach out on Messenger to each other. And so, I would also add that in because I know that being connected to other like-minded individuals who can bring you up when you're feeling a little down, or set you on a soul's path when you're maybe not feeling so connected, or really help you to figure out who you really are. And you're so good at that. So, I want to add that in because you mentioned, Facebook Messenger is a great way to connect with you. And I know that you're on there because we communicate on there all the time. So I just want to take a moment to thank you so much for being my guest today on day 2 of 12 days of conversation. This is the wonderful Jean Price, the Diva Coach. She's on Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest. Check her out. If you're interested in our Sacred Economics offering, 2 calls, one with me, one with her, 30 minutes, talk to the crone, then message me at 416-358-1457. And for those of you who are listening on the replay, thank you so much. Please don't hesitate to message. Don't think that you might not be the one because you just never know. You have until 12 o'clock tomorrow until the next interview to claim, and the first person who sends me that text will claim this. So thank you so much, Jean. Thank you to everyone who was here participating. This is Gail Scott from Bosie International. And until tomorrow, we will be interviewing Alex Saigon from the Toronto Dance Salsa. Alex is a beautiful, motivating, inspiring young man who has created a wonderful community at the Toronto Dance Salsa. I know him personally, and he has got an amazing giveaway as well for our series here. So don't miss out on that one. Click on the link tomorrow at 12 and join us tomorrow. So thank you very much for being here. I love you all, and we will see you again soon.